Hey guys, so I wanted to come to you about a couple of things. First of all, last week I sent the word of the week via text and a video, and I guess I missed some people, so I'm really sorry about that. So the word last week was benevolent. So if you missed it and you want to still get credit or get a quiz um, turned into a 100, go ahead and send me an email using benevolent in a sentence, and then I'll go ahead and give you credit for it because I did miss that for some people. I thought I was trying to be, just change it up a little bit, send it via text to see if that helped anybody to watch it or make it easier for anybody to watch it. So just wanted to say that. And also, my husband was supposed to have surgery on Friday, but now it got changed to Tuesday. So keep that in mind if you're trying to reach out to me on Tuesday. I appreciate everybody's patience and support about that. This week, I will be in Ada on Wednesday. And I'm probably going to go like around 11, and I'll be there pretty much all day. So if you're in the area and you want to see me, or if you need help or something, feel free to text me and I'll tell you exactly where I'm at. Sometimes I go to the coffee shop and sometimes I go to the library. I already have plans with some students this week, so just be sure and text me because I want to make sure I make time for you. Okay, so let me share something with you guys real quick on my screen. And this is just sort of a reminder. And while I'm pulling this up, I want to remind everybody, especially my high schoolers, to be using Homework Helper for subjects that are especially difficult, like geometry or algebra or something like that. But I wanted to point out something that I'm sure most of you already know about, but I just kind of wanted to remind you that I have a classroom website. It's markleclassroom.com. And on the website has a lot of useful information. You can get the tech support phone number. You can check my calendar. So if you want to click here and go straight to my calendar, see where I'm at that week, or if you need help with maybe some Epic Live links and you can't get to it, you can go straight to my calendar and find all of the Epic Live links. If you go back, if you want to find out the testing dates, here they are. If you want to take an AR test because you want to earn extra credit, here that is. There's all kinds of good information on the Lexile ranges and what that means. And there's also references to reading lists. There's records requests. There's help for science and math coaching. Also, one thing I want to point out is here on the test dates. The state testing this year is April 20th through May 15th. And so basically, guys, I have to have you finished with math, science, and English by April 20th. So that takes me to my next link, which is at the bottom here. And that is the pacing schedule. So if you click on the pacing schedule, it takes you to those wonderful pacing guides that says this is where you're supposed to be at the end of this week. So this week is, the end date is November 1st, which is crazy. We're already in November, and you should be 58% completed with English, math, and science. Basically, whatever you're state testing in, that's what you need to be completed with. And if you're a high schooler and you're just taking basic classes, basically this applies for everybody except 9th and 10th grader. If you are a 9th and 10th grader, then you are following this column right here. And so still, as a 9th and 10th grader, you're expected to be 50% completed by the end of this week. So basically, all of your classes are supposed to be a minimum of 50% completed by the end of this week. If you are taking a state test, which most of you are, then that is English and math need to be 58% completed by the end of this week. If you are an 8th grader, then that also includes science. Excuse me. This pacing guide accounts for a Thanksgiving break and a Christmas break and a spring break. So I want to point out some things here. Basically, you're done by Christmas. That's basically how it's spaced out, is you're done by Christmas, and that is because state testing starts it actually starts this week, but I guess I'm optimistic in putting it a week later here, because it starts actually April 15th. So you have to be 100% completed, because you're not going to be ready for your state test if you haven't done all the work. So the goal is to get you ready so that by May, hopefully I can push everybody's test till May 1st was my hope. And that being the case, everybody's going to be 100% completed by May. Again, this is the end of the semester, the end of the academic year date. But pacing is very, very important. I know you guys, you get progress notes from me every week that says, hey, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Well, this is why. It's because, we're homeschool, and so you're not physically walking in the door every day. And so when you're not physically walking in the door every day, we don't know what your attendance is. So there's got to be some measure of your academic attendance. And I'm going to talk to you about attendance in a couple of weeks, because I'm revamping how I do my attendance completely. This is coming from our MDI, who is basically my boss's boss, our principal's boss, and she wants it done completely different on attendance, and I'm not even going to tackle that beast right now with you guys. I'll share that with you later in explaining it, but it's a lot. I mean, like, basically EPIC is basically coming down hard on me and on students. If you are not on pace, then you don't need to be in this program, because a lot of people think that homeschool is no school, and that is not the case. When we are public school, we're getting public funding, and you have to have some accountability for that, and we do too. So that is very, very important, and you really need to think about that if you're really behind pace. So that being said, the word of this week is optimistic. So keep in mind, we're doing that in our Google Classroom with the weekly quizzes. And if you happen to be a high schooler, you're just sending me an email with the weekly secret word and using it in a sentence. That way you can get credit, and it just keeps us engaged. It keeps us connected, and it's a way for us to there's lots of benefits, and I've already talked about them with regards to different age groups, different grade levels have different benefits with doing the secret word. But essentially, you get a 100 on your lowest assignment, whether it be a mastery test or a quiz. So it's definitely beneficial to go ahead and send that in and do your due diligence and put in that work. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will see you guys at iFly tomorrow.